exact moment to stop throwing a temper tantrum.
Yay, ink.
Oh, we're starting. And we are live. Hey, everybody. It's great to see you. We are coming at you live with some members of the growth team. And today we are talking about
pet peeves, customer experience pet peeves for some of the platforms we regularly use here at Content Cucumber. One of the platforms that we pretty regularly use is Zoom, we're on now. And I think one of my pet peeves for Zoom is just that you can't move yourself from breakout room to breakout room. You can't be like, oh, I don't know, let me go ask them a question in that group. Like, you have to call the host over, they have to come over, they have to move you. It would be, I think, a lot more streamlined if you could just hop over to the other breakout room.
Yeah, it's such a long process.
Yeah, they don't give you a lot of mobility in Zoom. You're kind of just locked in when you get there.
I think one of my pet peeves with Zoom, and this might be a setting I can change, I don't know, but when someone will message you privately, it'll automatically transition your reply to be a private reply. So if you're about to send something, it goes from being a private reply to like everyone in the group or vice versa. Don't love those auto changes. I haven't had any bad situations happen because of it yet, but like it just makes me a little bit nervous to use the Zoom chat every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom also requires a lot of like RAM. So like I can't do anything else when I'm on Zoom. Like if I'm on Zoom and I want to edit video, it's not going to happen. It just can't work, which is frustrating. So
yeah, no, I mean, my computer is really good at running multiple things at one time, and even just Zoom and any two other apps. And I'm not trying to edit a video. It'll be like Slack and Todoist or something like that.
Yeah.
And my computer's like, hey, we're not doing so great. We could, something needs to give.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does not agree with that.
It does not.
Yeah.
Another one of the platforms that we use a lot is GatherTown, which we've done a couple lives before showing you our GatherTown. So if you're interested, you can go check those out.
Mm-hmm.
What are your pet peeves for GatherTown?
No audio sharing.
That's a big one.
Sound is so tinny when you try to like show someone else like a YouTube video or a sound bite or something like that. It doesn't, it'll come through, but not well.
No.
Yeah, it's frustrating, especially like with the video stuff. Like we can't share video.
Yeah, like one of our
videos we make.
One of our favorite things about our old team meetings back when we were using Zoom more than Gather was we would have a little like play out video.
Yeah.
And Connor would put some Easter eggs in it and it was super fun. And on GatherTown, it's just not the same effect.
Yeah, you can't do it. It like doesn't work. So maybe I bet they'll add it one day.
Yeah, they're always making updates. So
yeah, every like Sunday or I think Sunday they like release up little updates. So one day we'll see that feature added.
We'll get there. One upgrade they recently made that I do really like is the video quality is a lot better, especially if it's just like 2 or 3 people that you're talking to. Because for a while at the beginning, it was still amazing to use, but if you had more than 2 people in a conversation, like you weren't a face, you were a skin-colored blob in the screen.
Yeah.
So being able to actually see people's facial expressions has been very nice.
Peeve of mine for GatherTown is definitely that when you're running your little avatar around, there's only like one speed.
Yeah.
You can't like speed up past people or like jump over somebody or a desk, or I wish they would add that. That would be really fun.
Yeah.
I want to be like Sonic the Hedgehog, just zipping.
Well, and especially like we have a lot of pacers on our team where they like to pace during meetings. So sometimes they'll pace with their little GatherTown figure just back and forth. It would be cool to see speed changes there. But
that'd be funny.
If you want to get past someone, you got to go into ghost mode. If you hold down the G button.
That's right.
That's the only option. I mean, or you could go around, but who wants to do that, right?
That's not fun.
Boring.
Not the same.
Trying to think what else. Another platform we use a lot is Slack. And my biggest pet peeve about Slack is I love the threads feature. Love being able to reply in threads. That's super useful. We use it all the time. But sometimes there's a reply in a thread that really needs to be its own thread,
Yeah.
but you can't do like a sub thread.
Yeah.
You have to like move that message to the main channel and then start a new thread from there. And it would be nice to keep going. I understand it can't keep going for infinity, but if we could have a couple layers of threads there, I think that would be really cool.
If we could keep going for infinity, our Slack would be so cluttered.
Yeah, it'd be impossible. You'd be like, where am I?
Like we would do it on purpose to like see how many sub threads we could create.
We would definitely do that.
A, B, B, C, C, just like moving through, trying to see how far we could go.
Yeah, we'd definitely do that.
Just a couple more layers would be great. Although I will say, I think my favorite thing about Slack is very underrated, and it's the custom emoji.
Yes, I love the
Yes,
custom
I
emoji.
love those.
So great. Did you see I added a whoa one yesterday?
Wait, I
from
think I
Con
did see
Video?
that. Someone used that. I think Chris used that somewhere.
I have no idea, but I threw it up and I'm very happy about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the custom emojis feature.
Yeah, I think that's the best part of Slack is custom emojis. It's so fun. And
Well,
we use them
especially if
so
like approved and denied are a couple of our
Yes.
custom emojis. And so if you just want to let someone know like they're good to do something or like, hey, no, that's not going to work. And like, I'll send you feedback later. You can just react to it. That is so quick and easy.
Which I love that because like if we were really in an office, like if you just like shouted across the room at Chris to ask about the video, he'd probably just be like, he was in a meeting. Like we don't always have to like, if you're in an office, you always get that kind of nonverbal communication. I think the custom emojis is such a fun way to like keep that going virtually.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. You kind of miss out on body language virtually.
Yeah.
No, Slack emojis are great. 10 out of 10 do recommend.
Yeah, they're like the best thing about it.
Yeah. I wish that Slack saved more of the content that we post like in the thread, like once it gets too old, it gets deleted. But I know it does save it. You just have to, that's a paid feature. Or it's an upgraded feature. It's like, I know it does exist, but we don't have it.
It's somewhere out there.
Yeah, we haven't, it hasn't been annoying enough.
Yeah, we don't need it enough yet.
But every single time you get that notification of like, it might have just been old and like, it's not in your Slack anymore. It kind of makes me feel like, you know, when Spotify Premium like was still a really new thing that not a lot of people had.
Yeah.
And you have those ads, if you had the Spotify free, where it would be like, you would be listening to the next song on the album if you just had Spotify Premium. Like it feels a little bit like that, which is super effective.
Yeah.
I'm sure it works a ton of the time, but every now and then it's just kind of like, oh yeah.
Yeah, you're like, no. It's so annoying, but it's right. But we won't cave in. We will be strong and not upgrade.
So we absolutely need it.
Goes into a Google Drive folder. That's where all of it goes. So many Google Drive folders, and there, unlike with the subthreads in Slack, you can do multiple subfolders. There are many layers to our Google
There's
Drive.
so many layers to Google Drive. So much storage.
Yep. I have so many folders that have so many folders, and with folders inside those where it's probably not even the best structure, but like it's just a folder and a folder because like that was almost my train of thought while I was creating that document.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is.
Hey, if it works, it works. But yeah, I feel like every time I go through my bookmarks to like clean it out, because you know, you'll bookmark like a blog post to read later or a video you want to watch. And every time I go through, I'm like, why do I have all these Drive folders bookmarked? And then I go, oh, because I probably would forget where they were. So we gotta implement more of those Draplin naming conventions we learned about at Combine and apply it to Google Drive.
Yeah, I need to slowly start picking like one folder at a time to go through and rename.
Yep.
It's all part of the process. Well, I feel like now that we've gotten over our pet peeves, we should talk about some of our favorite things. So for Slack, we've identified Slack emojis as a clear win.
Gather time's definitely Tetris.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can play Tetris as like a group. You just run your little avatar over to the table.
I think
I get
Tetris,
so much.
the bean bags. I don't know why I love these little virtual bean bags so much, but I definitely do. And that we can just walk off.
Yeah.
So like one of our pet peeves about Zoom is the whole, you know, having to be in a breakout room thing. But with Gather Town, you can just be like, oh, let's like walk over to the plant and then you plant and have a side conversation. It's super easy.
Yeah, I love on GatherTown that you can not only like change your little character, like their hair color and outfit and all of that, but they have sometimes for the holidays like custom characters. Like over the winter we had like a snowman, and
Yeah,
over Halloween there was like a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
It was so cute.
It is cute.
So much fun. And I do have to say that for such a relatively new platform, they have a lot of customization options for your avatar.
Yeah.
When you get in there, there's a default, so you don't have to make it custom if you don't want to, but they have lots of different hair types and skin colors. They have different levels of physical ability. It's really, really cool how inclusive they are with a relatively limited amount of avatar options. So
Yeah, and you can like customize the building you're in.
Mm-hmm. All right. What are our favorite parts about Zoom?
The image quality.
Yeah.
While you're on Zoom, it's always good quality.
Screen sharing is really good too.
Yep.
With
I love that with Zoom, there's not as much lag as there is with a lot of other video platforms. So even though I've literally never met Quinn or Connor in person, that still hasn't happened. We've been working together for about a year at this point. Never met them in person, but like we're still able to get to know each other so well and have so many authentic conversations, because with Zoom you can just, talk like you would in real life, and you can see the facial expressions and the gestures while you're talking, and it feels really, really authentic.
Yeah, it's the closest thing you could get, basically. Until like humans figure out how to like do like holograms.
Like in Star Wars.
We can like be in each other's like office rooms. Like you could sit on that piano bench, talk to me or something.
Just wait, in like 10 years, we're all gonna have our virtual reality.
Yeah, we'll be like, hello.
We'll be able to order them in our brand colors. It's gonna be great.
That'd be sick.
Right?
You'd have like the worst like hat head though. Like your hair you'd take it off and your hair would be.
Yeah, I think we would all have to get a lot more comfortable with some super high ponytails, like all the way like up here.
Yeah, we could do it. Yeah.
I love it. Just like straight up at the top of your head.
Yeah, we should do like the ponytail on the top.
I've got some Jimmy Neutron curls back there. I can usually tame down, but
Jimmy Neutron curls.
It's rough.
I have done that. The second I pull it back, it's like two little pieces of hair just like poop.
Every time. I have this one little like tiny strand of hair like right here that is just like straight up Irish dance wig ringlet. It doesn't match any of the rest of my hair, and if I don't do anything with it, it just like whoop, straight out. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, hair is just unfortunate all the time.
All right. Well, after that wonderful tangent, I think it's safe to say we've probably covered all of the ground as far as our favorite aspects of the main platforms that we use, as well as some of our pet peeves. So let us know in the comments below, what are some of your favorite parts of the platforms you use for work? Do you have any pet peeves? Do you have any ideas for improvement? Some stuff that you're really excited about any of these platforms that we might not know about? Let us know in a comment. Any parting thoughts for our audience?
I don't think so. Yeah. If there's any features that you've heard us talk about that do exist and we just don't know about it, please tell us.
Yes, please.
We would love to use them. It would be fantastic. All right. Awesome. Well, we will see you live here again next week. Hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.